finance, a la shmup. What is a 409A valuation? And it has nothing to do with that cleanser thing. Yeah, get that out of here. All right, well, after a lab accident, you were inspired to start a new company which produces glow-in-the-dark bunnies. Great Christmas gifts until you get bored with them. Yeah, then you think, well, really cool glow-in-the-dark stew. Stew. You're the founder of Glow Bunny, and you raised $2 million in preferred stock from investors. Like most startups, your shares are common stock, so if the company fails, the investors get paid before you do, like if you sell it for scrap. You need to grant stock options to employees you're going to hire, like, your chief carrot officer or executive vice president of adorableness. Well, you need to grant stock options to those key officers, but how do you price them? Like, how do you set the value or the strike price of those options? Well, you own 4 million shares of common stock, and investors own 2 million shares of preferred, priced at $1 each. The preferred's $1 a share. So notionally, your stake in the company is worth $4 million. But Glow Bunny barely has even a product. Well, okay, it's a cute product, which is kind of creepy, but it has no revenues and certainly no profits. So Glow Bunny is still at a highly vulnerable stage where it's very likely to go bankrupt. Statistically, some 98% of these kinds of startups either go fully bankrupt or pay back less than what investors, invested. So the 4 million shares of common stock are certainly worth less than the $4 million at this moment, right? And it is the common stock, which is the type of stock which employees will get stock options in. That is, an employee starting at the company might get a modest salary and then 100,000 stock options, which convert into shares of common stock at a price. So the question is, what price or what strike price applied to those stock options is used to set the price at which an employee can buy out those shares of stock? And this pricing is a big deal because if the CEO just wants to gift to the employees a super low strike price number, well, the IRS will view that as a taxable event, and then bad things happen to pretty much everyone. Like it's a gift tax, and that's taxable, right? Well, it's the 409A valuation which determines that strike price. And like Goldilocks porridge, you want it just right. If it's too high, the employees don't get value for taking the risk of working for the volatile startup you've started at a low salary. And if the stock options are too low or priced too low, well, the IRS comes a calling. Yeah, Goldilocks. All right, so the process. A 409A valuation is made by calling a lawyer or a bank who produces these valuation reports regularly, for a modest fee. And yes, Glow Bunny will pay them a modest fee. And in return, the firm will produce a piece of paper stating their rationale as to why the, say, 4 million shares of common are really worth just a dime each, not $1. But they'll always be at a discount to the price per share of the preferred stock because preferred always gets paid out ahead of common stock in a liquidation. And there are multiple analyses the firm will look at, like 1, the price preferred shares were bought at, like that $1. 2, a discounted cash flow analysis of the projected revenues and profits and all that stuff over the next N years. And or 3, comparable values for companies that are in similar or ancillary spaces and like what their 409As were priced at the same time. Got it? So a whole bunch of things go into the soup here, or stew. Sorry, different, not bunny stew. Not looking at you. All right, and if they come up with a dime a share, well, then it will be that dime a share that will be the strike price of the options granted, meaning on the 4 million remaining shares, they're saying they're worth, give or take, 400 grand. So if an employee who just received 100,000 stock options in Glow Bunny with a dime strike price wanted to buy out their stock options and actually be a full owner of the common stock as opposed to have options on it, well, they would need to write a check for 100,000 times a dime or 10 grand to Glow Bunny. They would be the proud owner then of those 100,000 shares of common stock, and because Glow Bunny inconveniently overstocked this quarter, well, your very own truckload of bunnies. Yeah, there you go. Have fun cleaning that up. And believe us when we say that everything about these bunnies glows.